time. Welcome to A Pinch of Basil. I am your host with the most basil, Herb and Rosemary's son. I got to be honest with you, folks. I could not do this show without my wonderful co-host Janice Hermson, and, of course, our chief engineer, Christian Meyer, and his little boy toy out there, Tony, who's doing something somewhere. No one knows where he's at right now. Anyway, on that note.
You never should have had him on the show, Christian.
Yeah.
You were doomed from then.
Lesson learned.
I love Tony. Listen, man, it's all about you. We'll let Christian have all the fun, but it's all about you.
Have you ever noticed that I don't invite Basil on my show? Did you notice that? Oh, did I say that out loud? Aw. Teasing you, Basil.
Don't forget, we are live streaming on Facebook at Basil Live. Basil fans, I'm sorry.
You don't even know who you are or where you are. I got you going there.
There's a lot of pounding going on. I have roofers that have been here since 7 o'clock this morning, and I'm hearing a lot of Spanish, a lot of pounding, and every time, I got to be honest with you, I get a little bit nervous. Everyone's talking Spanish. I know they're talking about me, and they look at me and go, El Jefe. So anyway, I'm just a little bit uptight, but listen, we are streaming live on Facebook at Basil Fans. You can listen on the TuneIn app or on any phone or device. Once you have the app, just search America Matters. If you're on the computer, just go to americamatters.us and then check us out. Look for A Pinch of Basil. We really want to hear from you. Go to my Basil Fans page on Facebook. That's BASILEFANS. Check us out. Leave us a comment. Listen, we got wonderful guests tonight, too, as well. But if you want to comment, and I really hope you do, you just go to 844-790-8255. Or you can also text Janice. What is that magical text number?
Magic number, 775-237-2266.
Oh, you heard the lady. And again, you can call in at 844-790-8255. And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, we are broadcasting around the world because we have in our pockets, I don't want to say in our pockets because of that big-ass pocket, we are on Greek Beat Radio.
Greek Beat Radio.
Oh, my God, folks, that's why we get paid the big bucks, to be able to play that type of acoustical brilliance that we put together. You give me 2 soup cans and a piece of string, I'm going to show you some magic. And that was basically about it right there. Don't listen, we have wonderful guests, Fotios Tsiouklas and Alan Gokoglu, who are 19-year-old multi-millionaires.
And I'm jealous.
From Australia. Yeah, I'm jealous too. I'll tell you the story when I have them on because I want to make sure. I never got a chance to talk to Alan. I heard about Alan from Fotios, who is not only a big fan of mine, I'm a big fan of his. The kid is a brilliant whiz kid, and he's he's a sweetheart. He really is a sweetheart. Nice kid, great family. So I'm really excited about having them on, to be quite honest with you. And then as far as some of the other stuff that's going on, we have a ton of stuff that's happening right now. To be honest with you, some of the stuff, it's exploding all over in different parts of the country. And I got to be honest.
As long as you don't have meat flying from the air, you're good.
Well, yeah, we'll talk
later
about that. Yeah, meat has fallen from the air. Of course, I can't get like a filet mignon.
No.
Something.
Nah.
T-bone. Man, T-bone. I'm getting like, crunched up venison and cow jerky and stuff like that. Yeah, I don't want that stuff. I really don't. What I really want, folks, is I want some great meat. I want some steak. And it was wonderful. And I got to be honest. I had a wonderful weekend. Father's Day weekend. I'm sure you guys had a great weekend. I had hot dogs one night, and then I had some Boston butt. Have you ever had Boston butt?
I do not know what that is.
Oh my God, Boston butt! It's tremendous barbecue. And my brother-in-law, Big J, cooked it. He prepared it for us. It's actually literally fantastic.
Christian, do you know about that?
I've met some cute girls out of Boston. I don't know if that's what you're talking about.
All letters of complaint go to Christian Meyer at americamatters.us and make sure, listen, all butts matter. That's all I'm saying. It doesn't matter what part of the country you're from. All butts matter. I'm a butt man. It's all about the butt. Always has been, always will be.
Oh, you guys are going to get everybody in trouble at this rate.
Oh my God! Listen, we're being all over. Check out the website. I go back to work August 1, where Phase 3 is opened up at a lot of different places. I don't know how things are going in Reno, Nevada, where we are broadcasting a show out of through Wilmington, North Carolina, and all over the world with our friends over at Greek Beat Radio.
Greek Beats Radio. Greek Beats Radio.
That's
Beats
right.
Radio.
I'm keeping my boy on edge right now. My two guests, they're going to be fantastic. I'm looking forward to the bottom half of the hour. But I got to tell you, Father's Day was great. And for all those who sent me messages and everything, thank you. I was busy. Ask me what I was doing on Father's Day.
What were you doing on Father's Day?
Janice, I'm so happy you asked. I actually was staining the front steps of our beach house. And, I've come to learn that I hate staining my steps at the beach house. But it's finally done. It is the most inconvenient 2 coats because the first coat just soaks right in. And you really want to get some of that glossy type thing. And it was the most ridiculous thing I've ever had to do. And I got to be honest with you, I don't want to do this. I made it thick enough where it's going to last 6 to 7 years. So, yeah, so that's something to look forward to the next 6 or 7 years. Oh, my God, I can't die now. I got to go ahead and do all this staining and everything in 6 or 7 years. But listen, we got a lot of stuff brewing. We got a hell of a show, like I said, bottom half of the hour. 2 of the youngest millionaires Australia can boast will be with us. And to be honest with you, it's going to be one hell of a show. I'm excited to have these 2 kids on there. But hey, remember, we got to do some, we got to pay the bills. We got to do these messages. Stick around for more of a Pinch of Basil after these messages.
This is America Matters Media on AM 1180 KCKQ, a Lotus broadcast station. The power of radio since 1967.
Now back to the show.
Oh, we are indeed back. You're listening to a Pinch of Basil all around the world. You can find me, and I want to thank the great people at Greek Beat Radio.
Greek Beats Radio. Beats Radio.
I like that.
That's right. Do you like that one?
Do.
I like that one too.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. I liked it. You can always find me at Basil Fans. That's BASILEFANS. Like us, watch us, and don't forget, folks, every Friday night we do the Basil Fun Hour. It'll be number 13 this week. He mentioned 13 weeks I've been off doing that crazy stuff. It's been a lot, just nuts. You can always go to our website and then check out our new T-shirts, our concert shirts. It's the Basil Benduza Palooza World Tour. The T-shirts are up and running. Go and get one. Make sure you get this shirt. You're going to love it. Get it for the kids. Get it for your moms, dads, children, whomever. Get it. It's a great concert shirt. You go to Basil Live, BASILELIE.com. And you can always, you got questions about this show, and who doesn't? Call us at 844-790-82. Yeah, God knows you do. Yes. You guys call us at 844-790-8255. If you're on Facebook, leave us a comment there. So often events go even more curious than any story you might make up. And there's a couple of stories that Janice and I, really Janice, to be honest with you, just hysterical. Can I read some of these, Janice?
You fire away. You fire away.
Yeah, I mean, the Kentucky meat shower. You heard of the Kentucky Derby? This is the Kentucky meat shower. Yes. Would you eat just out of curiosity, would you eat the meat that fell from the sky, Janice? Would you?
Oh, I would not. Sorry.
You don't think so? Well, back in 1876, some people did. That became... It's because a Bath County, Kentucky couple witnessed a meat, seemingly falling from the sky. On March 3rd, 1876, Alan Crouch and his wife watched chunks of meat inexplicably covered their farm. The newspaper report drew neighbors, spectators, and local butchers.
The butchers are like, what the heck?
Yeah.
What's going on here?
This stuff is getting for free. Where I'm selling it. I'm trying to make a living here. Attempted to determine where the mysterious meat came from. some along with Crouch's cat even sampled the meat and believed it to be either mutton or venison. I've had lamb mutton; it's delicious, but I don't know. But no definitive source could be identified. Scientists at the time eventually concluded vultures flying overhead after an exceptionally large meat could be basically vomited on half of the digested meat mid-flight, because we all know how vultures get sick when they fly.
Yeah, we all know that.
Leading to meat showers, but researchers were unable to confirm the theory.
That's a crazy theory.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Now, I don't know about you, but every time I think of vultures, I always think of the Bugs Bunny vultures.
That's true.
With Igor, the dumb vulture, and the mother going, Igor.
Yep. It's the only vulture I know.
You know how during the break, how I was saying how hungry I was? That's not the case anymore.
No, good. Okay. Well, but
killed that appetite.
When I read this story, I started laughing because the only thing I think was the baby vulture that didn't want to hurt anyone. Oh, no, I'm not going to do it. And to me, I'm sorry. That's the only thing I could think about. But you know what? I mean, for years, we know that ET, extraterrestrials, always are experimenting with cows. They're always experimenting with some type of bears and venison and all that. And you know what? I really believe that they were around back then too. And they had a lot of garbage on their ships. And they just finally had to, and they said, hey, Kentucky seems like a nice place to empty our, the ship's garbage can. And bam, that's where they left it. And that's my story, and I'm sticking with it.
Wow, I always tell my sister she really is a creator when it comes to stories. She likes to fabricate, but I think you might have her top tier.
I think so. I don't want to brag, but it is what it is. Listen, can you think of anything else?
No, I don't get it at all.
I don't see vultures. I mean, there's a place in Ohio, and I forgot the name of the place, and it's basically where the vultures all gather on a certain day. And if any of my fans are watching, it was home of the buzzards. And these are buzzards and vultures, and they all got together, and it was really crazy. And I can't remember the name of the town where they all gather. And someone's going to probably say it, actually. But, I used to think to myself, my God, that's just too much meat. But I am one of those guys who believes there are extraterrestrials. How egotistical do we have to be to think that we're the only species throughout the entire universe that's alive? And I really believe that they know that we're here. I don't know if I go as far as some people, but I really believe that's what they did. I think they probably hooked up. And I know this is a crazy thing of me, but who knows? Can you tell me I'm wrong? Can you? I don't think so. Listen, folks, I don't screw around.
You're not going to give us a chance to tell you you're wrong, are you?
No, and the thing is, I got Mexican roofers that'll back me up right now. Who are pounding away. Okay, that's all I'm going to say. Enough said. All right. Listen, call us. Think I'm wrong? Call me. Let me know.
There you go.
Let me see. Salish sea human foot discoveries.
What?
Am I pronouncing that correct?
Oh, I guess so. Yeah, it looks like Salish or Salish, maybe. I don't know. I didn't look that one up. I should have looked that one up. Sorry.
I would say February 2016, within days of each other, 2 shoes containing severed human feet.
Yeah, can you believe this one? This is crazy.
Washed up in the area of Vancouver Island Botanical Beach. Unfortunately, they were not the first. Since in 2007, 16 severed feet were washed up along the Northwest Pacific coastline, only to be found by Washington or British Columbia beachgoers. Initially, investigators speculated that the feet could have come from victims of far-off natural disasters or serial killers who evidently are into a foot fetish. And it's really... You see people who have committed suicide or likely died accidentally during stormy weather But why are feet only found? Remains of these cases, decomposition in water, is a tough business with the push or pull of waves causing the hands and feet to disconnect. Really? That's kind of interesting.
That's kind of interesting. Yes, I thought so too.
Yeah. I mean, do you have any? All right. I'm thinking maybe the same extraterrestrials.
You're going to go with that, are you? I think you should not go with that. I think you should not go with that.
I think it's a theme.
Personally,
no, they actually. Why would
Christian has a comment for you.
I was going to say, personally, I think a crime is afoot.
Oh, I broke you in for that.
Really? That's where we're going.
It's been a long day,
and you're hungry.
It's been a very long day. Yeah, but that's, I live in North Carolina, right on the coast, and I'm telling you, I've never heard of anyone's feet or hands coming up shore, whatever. But call me crazy.
Well, what can you say?
Here's the
right?
other. Yeah, well, here's the other story. I was really Germany's exploding toads.
Yes. I like Germany's exploding toads.
I am all about some of the Nazi programs that have gone awry. And I think this is something that basically happened when Hitler was trying to find a way at the end of the war to, he had this Wunder weapons, these wonderful weapons, these wonder weapons that were supposed to, bring Germany back. And I think this is one of the things he, Joseph Mengele put something together. And now these toads and these frogs have basically got with each other and made explosive frogs to take over the world. That's just me.
Well, you're full of it today.
There is no toad epidemic in 2005. More than 1,000 toads carcasses were found, including splattered remains, mystifying nearby residents and park visitors. After a water testing proved inconclusive and autopsy toad appeared. No,
they appeared free of fungus or virus.
Yeah, but what's that word? Autopsied.
Oh, autopsied. No, they autopsied.
So I was right. They autopsied toads. Okay.
Yeah.
And there was
They did an autopsy. How's that? Is that better?
Yeah. Yeah. Listen, when I was a kid, I used to live in a place in Long Island, New York called Lake Panamoka. And we had tens of millions of frogs. And we used to actually have the NASA space program for frogs on huge, 5-ounce rockets. And what you do is you gently, because, these are space cadet frogs, we would tape them gently on the rocket and light the rocket. And the frogs would go up in space. And it was a tremendous program. And we were told to stop. The things you do. It was really disgusting what we did to those poor frogs.
Oh, boy.
And I don't know why I was sending them in space, but I just thought it was funny to send frogs in space. And there's nothing wrong with that. And that could have been the reason why, if Germany can explode their frogs, why can't I put mine into space?
And
that's all I'm asking.
Argy says, eat the legs. Yum. Can I say? There you go.
Argy is a very crazy woman.
All right,
but I'm slightly turned on by her appetite. Anyway, folks, listen, that's enough of our stories. We're going to be back with our wonderful guest, but we got to do that sponsor thing. We'll be right back with more of a Pinch of Basil after these wonderful messages.
This is America Matters Media on AM 1180 KCKQ, a Lotus broadcast station. The power of radio since 1967.
Unable to listen to the whole show? A recording of today's program will be available later today. Visit americamatters.us and click on the podcast link. Now, back to the show.
Oh, we are indeed back with a Pinch of Basil. You can call us in right now at 844-790-8255. If you want to chime in, that includes our wonderful audience broadcasting all over the world with Greek Beat Radio.
Greek Beat Radio.
I want to thank them all. And as a matter of fact, because we can be heard all the way through Australia, South Africa, all of Europe, here in North America, and even South and Central America, everyone can hear us. Even the wonderful Eskimos can hear us in the polls. So make sure you guys catch us. Right now, folks, I got to be honest with you. I'm excited because I have two wonderful gentlemen who are. I don't know if Foti is with you, Alan.
Yeah,
but he is okay. And you guys did not want to go ahead on screen. Okay, let me tell you about my two guests. Foti and Alan are known for their innovative tech products. In 2018, they launched Clout, the game in collaboration with major artists, including some of the top 20 trending artists right now in the world today. They're able to accomplish this with the help of their business partner, Qui. According to an article in Disrupt, the app hit top 10 on the App Store, all apps category across the United States, with over 250,000 active users within 48 hours of launching the app. More artists have then joined the game, leading to an even stronger marketing campaign. Both these guys are this is sickening. Both of these guys are 19 years old and have taken the digital world by storm and have become Australia's youngest millionaires, accumulating over 12,000 clients, several nightclubs, properties, and they have a combined worth, are you all sitting down, a combined worth of over $5 million. Ladies and gentlemen, let me welcome to our show Fotios Tsiouklas and Alan Gokoglu. How you guys doing?
Yeah, great, man. Really appreciate it for letting us on. Before I keep talking, could we just get Foti in? I think he's just requested to join the podcast.
Did he just decide to come in right now?
No, he just requested to join the thing.
Okay,
Christian's
good.
getting him in right now.
I see his name, Fotios.
Yeah, he's in now. Yeah.
Is he good?
Yeah, I think. Can you hear us?
I can hear you, Alan. How about you, Foti? You there?
Shows his audio is still connecting.
Okay, his audio is still connecting.
But yeah, I'll just take it from now. We really appreciate this opportunity. Yeah, it's really cool. To be honest,
Alan, let me ask you a couple of questions before you go any further. I mean, both of you guys were actually good friends in high school, correct?
We weren't at the start. We weren't.
You were not. Okay.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, when you got together, you finally talked things out. You weren't beating the hell out of each other in the back schoolyard or anything like that. And you guys wound up going ahead and you actually put your heads together instead of beating the hell, beating everyone up or each other up. And you created this wonderful app. Tell me a little bit how you went through this to go ahead and create this wonderful app and all these other various apps.
So actually what happened was I had another product. I'd created another product, and Fotios approached me with a marketing solution to that product. As I was not a marketer, I was more of a developer back in the day. And first of all, I wasn't really keen on working with him. But after a few months, we partnered on that product, and we did really well. And that was the birth of our agency today, known as Kickspan. About 6 months into working on Kickspan, we decided to do a side project, which is now known as Clout, the app. It was with another partner known as Qui or Quay. And pretty much he got us the connections to all the high-end rapper celebrities such as XXXTentacion, who's now sadly passed away, Supreme Patty, YBN Namir, and with those connections and their rights to their characters, we were able to build that up. And with our marketing and his marketing and knowledge combined, we were able to market it very successfully and reach top 10 on the App Store.
That's amazing. I mean, to me, that's amazing. I started, I really started knowing Foti about 3 years ago. And I don't know if Foti's on yet, but...
I'm listening.
Hey, Foti, how you doing, my friend?
Good, how are you? When I joined the call, Alan was mid-sentence, so I just kept quiet.
Okay, that's fine.
I don't want to ruin the train of thought.
No, we certainly don't want to. Alan was on a roll. What can I tell you, right? So,
Yeah.
The one thing that really made me laugh, and I got to tell this, Alan, I got to tell this story because it made me laugh with Foti. So we started off where Foti and I kind of, he kind of liked my material that I did, and we did some stuff together. And we'll talk about stuff for the future off air. But the one thing that killed me is when I would call him, I would stay up all hours of the night, make a phone call, but it was a little bit too late. And I remember he was like, Basil, I would love to talk with you, but my mother and father told me I have to go to bed because I have tests tomorrow. And I'm like, excuse me? And he had to go to bed because he had to prepare for that. I'm like, I've never been told I can't talk to you because I have a test tomorrow. And that just made me laugh. And then you realize that he was so young, and you were. I mean, I think in the beginning, and you were like 15 years old. So it was like maybe 4 years ago. And I was like, I thought that this was so crazy that you got, and now look at you, man. You're a multi-billionaire. You're doing fantastic. Both of you are. Let me ask you, how is it that with both of you together, I know you're developing other products. Does ego sometimes get in the way with some of the things that you guys get it? Or are you both like understanding and listening to each other and trying to figure it out?
Our dynamic hasn't changed at all, surprisingly. When we first started, it was one of, it's obviously a concern in the back of your head. How's your business partner going to react when things start getting better? And how's your business partner going to react when things are bad? Because you got to consider both ends of the spectrum. It's like when you see your true friends during the good times and during the bad times. People that are consistently there for you during both are true people, and it's the same thing with business partners. Because it's during the good times, it's very easy to lose yourself. During the bad times, it's very easy to walk away or turn your back on your business partner. But that never happened. We went through a lot of hardships that people don't necessarily know about. I mean, we've touched base on a lot of the difficulties we faced, but never really delved into them and how difficult they really were for us. And now we're on a massive high. I mean, everything's just going so well, and our business is set to explode to, 100 times bigger levels in the next 2 years. And we know this. So, it's a real test of our character. And to be honest, the dynamic between us hasn't changed. No one's gotten a big head. We're still open-minded and we're still very respectful of each other. Everyone, we both listen to each other. Like even the other day we went out, at night, and, it wasn't like, I know better or he knows better or whatever. Because we've been through so much, we're still so close.
And it's a testament to both of you being 19 years old. I know sometimes a lot of kids who are basically sometimes immature. And let's be honest. I mean, look, you guys are 19-year-old kids, but you're brilliant kids who have a more of a mature level to be able to listen to each other, to work with each other, and to develop these apps. Is there anything that you guys are kind of working on that you can maybe share? Because we have a worldwide audience that basically, there's a lot of people in the entertainment and segment that watch us, and in that genre. And is there anything that you can share with us that you're kind of developing without blowing any secrets or anything?
I mean, our current agency is called Kickspan.com, and the slogan on our website is "Marketing Meets Innovation." So Kickspan is primarily a marketing agency. Which we've developed the marketing agency first because we believe that marketing is the most important thing to make any business work, whether it's our businesses or whether it's a client business that we market for. We pump it through Kickspan. Anything we do, we do it through Kickspan. Now, in terms of what we have, in terms of personal projects that we're going to promote through our umbrella company, Kickspan, right now we've got TikToks.com, which is around the corner. Which is essentially the world's first TikTok growth service. So We're very excited about that, to tell you the truth. I have no idea what to expect. It's a whole new ball game. TikTok now has 1.5 billion users, and to have created the only working growth solution in the world, something no one else has been able to pull off, and to be able to put it on a brand and on a domain like TikToks.com, which was valued at about a month ago, $145,000, probably even more now, that we bought 8 months ago, predicting that this was going to blow up. I mean, it blows my mind, what we're actually sitting on in that department. But in terms of a more sustainable business that we've got planned in the future, it would be a thing called Apps for Brands, which we've got in the next 6-month pipeline.
Keep it right there, Foti. Foti, keep it right there. I want to get back to you. We're going to go for a break. Folks, you're listening to A Pinch of Basil with our wonderful guests, Fotios and Alan. We'll be right back after these messages.
This is America Matters Media on AM 1180 KCKQ, a Lotus broadcast station. The power of radio since 1967.
To join the conversation, call 844-790-TALK. That's 844-790-8255. Now, back to the show.
Oh, I am so glad you can join us back on the Pinch of Basil. If you have any questions for me or my guests, please give us a call at 844-790-8255. Remember, if you're watching on Basil Fans, BASILE-FANS on Facebook, make sure you can even ask us a question right there as well. I got to be honest with you. There's so much interesting stuff that's going on right now that we have going on, and it's only going to get better because of these two guests that I have, brilliant 19-year-old entrepreneurs who have created apps, and this one app, and it's now with a bunch of other things that they're coming up with that is going to explode. And Foti, I stopped you when you were, actually coming on air and telling us a little bit about. Finish up your thought about what you were discussing with me.
Yeah. So as I was saying, we run a marketing agency called Kickspan, kickspan.com, where we do marketing solutions for clients around the world. We've had over 12,000 clients join our platform. On one of our softwares, we have 4,000 clients currently active and paying. So it's quite a big international marketing agency, and our slogan, as I was saying, is marketing meets innovation, because we believe that marketing is the most important thing for any business to succeed, whether it's our business or a client business. Most businesses fail, I believe, because of poor marketing, not because of a poor product or anything else. And that's evident because I've seen, apps on the App Store that, aren't really good apps, but were marketed so well that they hit the number one on the App Store and still became extremely successful. Now, with that said, Kickspan is our marketing agency. So when you own a marketing agency and when you understand marketing, you can do pretty much anything in the digital world and make it work. And with that said, we've got, several projects in the pipeline, one of which is TikToks.com, the world's first TikTok growth service. And then the next one, we've got appsforbrands.com, which we plan to revolutionize the app industry with.
I can't believe it. I mean, it's all right. So let me ask you a couple of questions. First of all, are the girls going gaga over you?
I mean, I have a girlfriend right now, but
oh, you idiot! You don't have a girlfriend now. Now that every woman in the world wants you. Oh my God! How about you, Alan?
I don't have a girlfriend, but
he's not fessing up to any of it.
Alan, I'm liking you more and more, brother. Keep it straight. That's all right. That's funny. Oh, that's funny.
So I have a quick question. I'm looking at your Kickspan.com, and it shows that you have 23 team members, 2,600 plus sleepless hours, 97% positive feedback, and 347 plus cups of coffee. I can compete with you on the coffee, and maybe some of the sleepless hours, But wow, that's pretty incredible. How long ago did you launch Kickspan?
Kickspan launched in 2018, but it initially just launched it was initially a social media management software. And now only recently we've actually turned it into a proper agency, because we noticed when you're selling a software at a low cost subscription monthly, you're attracting thousands and thousands and thousands of clients all around the world. But what we noticed is, as we built the brand and as we built our personal brands, we had hundreds of inquiries from high-end clients that had massive budgets and didn't just want a social media management software. They actually wanted, our other services, which are web development, SEO. They wanted Facebook ads. They wanted to know how we made all of these side projects like clout the game so big. We were doing 250,000 downloads on apps overnight, and clients wanted that. So we converted it to a full-scale agency only recently, and we've already had hundreds of massive businesses knocking on our doors, actually begging us to take them on, which is pretty funny, because you've got most marketing agencies,
begging,
hustling to try and get clients, begging for their money, and we've actually got the opposite. We've got to kind of pick and choose who we work with. So, if we work with a client, it's because we actually believe in their business and their product and their vision, and we want to work with them long term. We don't take clients on for short term, because the way we see it is, if their business is succeeding through our marketing efforts and their product works, we're going to end up working together for 5 to 10 years, as opposed to 5 to 10 weeks, when they realize that whatever it is they're selling isn't actually sellable. That's essentially what's happened now, which is quite exciting. And having expanded our team to 23 members as well over the past 2 years is super exciting too, because now we've got essentially, a gateway into doing any project we want. If we want to develop TikToks or whatever, we go to our software developers, we go to our web developers, we go to our SEO guy, we go to our Facebook guy, and we've got the best in every single thing, because we only hire the best. So anything we do is just absolutely killing it. We even run, several nightclubs in Melbourne, the biggest Friday and the biggest Saturday nightclub, both of which combined, we're bringing in about 3,500 people a week. We would even have the police walk by and say, "You guys are literally making the city buzz," and that's because, and the reason we started nightclubs is A, because it's fun, but B, also because you can't fake nightclubs. There's a lot of things you can fake online, but you can't fake that there were 3,500 people every week rocking up to our nightclubs, sometimes 4,000 people. We've got that on video, we've got photos, and that was a direct result of our marketing efforts. You can't fake that level of power in terms of digital marketing. So, that alone was so much. That alone was just foolproof. So, we've got so many people knocking on our doors just because of that too. Even though it's not a corporate project necessarily, it shows how well we understand digital marketing and how well how powerful Kickspan's tools are.
And, the one thing that's always been amazing to me is the way because you and I talked in the beginning and how we can work with each other. And like I said, I don't think I was at the right place at the right time in my life doing some of that stuff. And to be honest with you, some of the stuff was over my head, and I worked so hard to try and, get myself to a point where I can understand all these apps that are out there, given TikTok, given all these all these outlets that are available to us. You basically have made it simple for all of these wonderful entertainers that are out there using it, because that's the wave of the future. That's the way it's going. And a lot of people are a little hesitant, as I was in the beginning, to make those improvements that needed to be done. Foti, I got to tell you, man, I think people are really into some of the things that you're doing. Let me ask you a question, man. Together with you and Alan, I know you're going to grow this company, but what's the next thing you guys really want to get into? Past the apps. Let's get past the apps. Then let's just say you're multi-billionaires, okay? Alan finally has a girlfriend, and
maybe he doesn't want one.
and Foti's still with the same girl, idiot. And then, so what happens? What do you want to do then? What's the next big thing you want to do?
I mean,
really, have I stumped you on this one?
I mean, personally, I want to produce movies. That's something I've always wanted to do. If money wasn't an object, that's probably what I would do. But I mean, we would always have something going on in business. We're constantly thinking of stuff. And I've been someone to never do just one thing. I've never put all my eggs in one basket. I've never believed in doing that. So we would probably have something to do with movie production. I think we'd be still in the tech space. I think we'd be just innovating, maybe manufacturing products. I think with Alan and I are the type of people that can have an idea tomorrow and have a whole business set up around it within 2 weeks. So with that said, we're so diverse, and we've got the team to facilitate our vision and our quick thinking and our, because when you've got that team, you can just think of an idea and execute it straight away. And when you're an entrepreneur, you're thinking of ideas every 2 weeks. So, and they're good ideas. So, I don't think we'll ever be out of stuff to do. But that's definitely something I want to do. Produce movies and stuff like that.
And that's great. Let me ask you a couple of questions. One simple question: if people want to go ahead and get a hold of you, and I'm talking entrepreneurs, business people, companies, other entertainers, where can they get a hold of you?
I would recommend going through our website. It's afuntrepreneurs.com. That's me and Alan's personal website. So it's very easy to reach out to us through that. And we get all of those emails. Or you can go through our agency, kickspan.com, kickspan.com. But yeah, that's it. Or AF Entrepreneurs, so alanfortyentrepreneurs.com.
I think that's well. Listen, guys,
I'm posting that on the site too.
Yeah, listen, and I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. I'm going to have you back on again, both of you, to spread the word about this. So thank you so much, guys, for being on the show. Foti, I'll give you a buzz tomorrow. Reminders, folks, don't forget to listen every week on Tuesdays from 6 to 7 New York City time. We can be heard all around the world on AmericanMatters.us. If you miss any part of the show, you can go to my Basil Fans page on Facebook and watch it at your own convenience, or download the audio on AmericanMatters.us.